Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2017 Finals Week 1. My name is Ztrat. I'm also joined by Jai, and we are going to... I almost called you by the name you're set here too, Jai, but we are actually going to look at one of the most interesting maps today. It's going to be the Hong Kong versus Canada match, which I have been told beforehand is promising not to take part in the sweep-in, guys. So this one should be pretty interesting.
Oh, looking forward. Both teams did very well in their matches yesterday, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they go against each other. It's also important to note that this is a fight for the top three. So whichever team wins this will go up against Taiwan at the end of the losers bracket. So stakes are high.
The stakes are absolutely high, and this is just going to be an absolutely fabulous match. We've seen 6-0s all weekend, and this one is set to be a non-6-0. I want to see if that's true. I did get to talk to Magnemizer a little bit before the matches, and Tasha as well, which both representing each one of their teams individually. We have Canada feeling pretty confident right here, and Hong Kong, while I feel that they definitely have a chance at this, taking it all the way to tiebreaker, they did seem a little bit worried, which I'm hoping that's not really the case here, and they played very well. And it looks like they've already got the warm-ups linked in there too as well, so we should be seeing those pop up here shortly. I'm expecting some memes. I mean, I know it's the finals, but if we don't see any memes, then that just goes to show you how serious everybody's taking this.
I actually have a quick question for Jai here.
Yeah.
So far, we haven't seen the Universal Electil. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry, and
Yes.
May. We haven't seen either of
May.
those. Do you think we'll see one of those this match?
Well, seeing as both teams actually have a fairly strong DT lineup, with Hong Kong's got Chocolate and Magnemizer, which are pretty fast, and Janitor and Vlad for the Canadian side. So it's quite possible. It's the Universal one that you were speaking of particularly is more of the easier DT pick, I would say. And I would say that there are players here who are quite capable of full comboing that. Mai, on the other hand, I believe is forced hidden hard rock, which is a challenge in itself, and I can understand why it hasn't been selected recently.
Yeah.
Will we get to see it?
On Ethan Hard Rock.
Will we get to see it though? I don't really think so. Like in the past, with hidden hard rock force maps, they were, I suppose, well, as you'd expect, they were easier, but they were, you want to play for hidden hard rock and capitalize off that bonus. But I feel with just the harder pool in general, players can't really do that. It's also important to know that Hidden Hard Rock has never been in a Taiko World Cup before. This is the first year where it's been done. So, people who don't really have the Hidden Hard Rock skill set fully nailed down yet, I would say.
It's actually the first World Cup in general that's happened. In the last World Cup, free mod was just free mod.
Yeah, it was just literally hidden or hard rock. And if you do hidden hard rock like I did 2 years ago, the match will get nullified and you'll get yelled at by Octave.
Seems good. So we should be swapping scenes very shortly, I'd imagine.
Like the warm-up is going to be TFC, and I think they're going to be putting DT on, which is fair enough.
Really?
This is a very challenging map in its own.
Oh, it's not very often we see a double time warm-up, although I think this is the second one we've seen for this World Cup, actually. I don't remember when we saw the other one, though.
It also sounds like it's the long version mapped by, I believe it's LL Oscar, which is a ranked map. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be seeing double time on this, though, so this is going to be fun.
It's fair enough. I can see some players in this lobby who I already know have actually set DTFCs on this.
True. Wait, you actually know people that have DTFCs on this?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
With DT, it's 248 BPM, and it's got 2 really long stream sections, which are primarily the hardest parts. I mean, I see LL Oscar's name, and well, I see both the mappers of the 2 ranked versions of this map pop up in chat. I'm not sure which one this is. I'm very sure it is the long version by LL Oscar, though.
Yeah, maybe that's why they kind of asked for the DT.
Unfortunately, with Score V2, it does not look like anybody will be setting any 500 PP plays this warm-up.
All right, and it looks like they're going to get things under the way.
Yeah, there we go, DT. Now, it's funny how Deadbeat asked me whether we'll get to see DT, and we're seeing it here in the warm-up.
I wonder if that's a psych-out tactic, though.
So it doesn't look like this is the long version. This is the short version mapped by Nardoxyribonucleic, who is, you know, they have a lot of rank sets. In my opinion, this particular difficulty is much harder than the long version.
Yeah, you can see Janitorial and Magnemizer both dropping a little bit. Thomas also dropping as well. Kind of interesting, the beginning of this, Hong Kong definitely had it in the bag, but it has seemed to switch a little bit back over to Canada's side, and not by a very large margin, though.
Yeah, this difficulty in particular is rather relentless. You don't get many chances for breaks, and there are even some 1-6 to finish off streams, like we just see there. A bunch of players just missing. Chocola being the DT stronghold right there for Hong Kong, and Hong Kong's going to take a small lead for now. Oh, Fudgy's finding note locks, Thomas is finding note locks, Tasha is finding a bone. Oh my goodness, the whole Canadian team is missing. Chocola's still holding extremely strong.
And there will be that drop from Chocolate. Very impressive on the stream section now, managing to keep that pretty well, but we are going to see some fails. Thomas and Magnemizer's health just could not handle it. Chocolate did manage to hold there, getting the A rank for their team. Not going to be enough, as Canada manages to get through there with a bunch of Bs.
That's, oh my goodness. So if Magnemizer and Thomas did not fail, Canada would have won that by 705 points. And this is just a warm-up. 705 point difference.
All right. So now we'll be getting up with the next warm-up. I do believe the first one was Hong Kong side. Maybe?
I could imagine.
They were both linked out, but oh, okay, yeah. I feel like this might be Canada, but I'm not 100% sure. Hi, Ty, but every time it says hi, it gets faster.
Oh no.
Oh dear God!
Stop. Guys. Oh my goodness.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh my goodness. Oh, my ears will not be pleasant after this. I wonder what happens if they play this with Nightcore.
I don't want to find out.
Yeah, I don't think I want to find out either. Well, I mean... Yuno is requesting a High Tie spam, so if you are willing to drop that low for Team Canada, feel free to pop your High Ties into chat. My goodness, I can't take this seriously. This is just... This is ridiculous. And it's not that it just gets faster, the pitch also increases accordingly, which is... oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, the map doesn't even have a background. That's how you know this is not a serious pick.
No, no backgrounds.
No,
I feel like Loctav's slowly crying somewhere.
making us angry. Don't delete the backgrounds, guys. Just use background dimness. Now, this map's gonna be over real fast, so don't blink.
Yeah, it's gonna get over pretty quick.
Oh, this is horrible.
That was amazing.
What? Oh my goodness.
That was
what is going-
amazing.
Oh my goodness. So I was gonna say Magnemizer was holding really stronger than SS, but oh my goodness. So no A's. It's a valiant attempt from both teams.
Chocolate went hard.
Oh, Chocolate went hardcore. It's like 500 BPM. This is nothing. Yeah, look at that, 600k points, and that's apparently really impressive.
All right, but now we'll actually get into the serious math. All jokes aside, boom, hitting the Freedom Dive ban right off the bat.
That's fair enough. Hong Kong banned the exact same match in yesterday's match.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, against USA, they banned Freedom Dive. Which is fair enough, it has ridiculously high SV.
I wonder if Canada will ban Boiler again.
Yep. Canada's banning Boiler. The slow SV hidden challenge is just... it's fair enough.
Very much so.
Oh my goodness. Are you looking forward to this deadbeat?
Is it Group from Ellis?
No, but you have mentioned it maybe 10 minutes ago.
Oh, nice one. That's actually seen.
It is nice that we're actually getting to see a majority of the map pool played, even though we haven't had as many matches as you imagine. So far with this weekend, we've only actually seen 12 bouts.
So it looks like the first pick coming in from the Canadian side is actually going to be May, which is the Forced Hidden Hard Rock free mod selection. And as we've said earlier, this is a map we've actually not seen before. It has not been selected in any of the previous matches this weekend.
Nope, and I feel like this might be a trump card here. This is one of the no mod picks, right?
Free mod.
Oh, free mod. That's what you said. Not no mod, free mod. Derp.
Yeah, in previous rounds we've had one free mod, which is a sort of first hidden hard rock. Like we had Caliburn last round, and the round before it was... actually, I can't even remember which one it was. I know we've had FKS. So it feels like this is going to be an escalation of what we've seen previously. It'll be interesting to see who puts the mods on. I have a feeling it's going to be Thomas for the Hong Kong side, yes, as we can see. And it looks like Tasha's going to be rocking the Hidden Hard Rock for Team Canada. I half expected Janitor, but Tasha is also a very, very fair enough decision. So here we go, guys. First proper map of this match. Show the support for the team that you want to win.
Yes, definitely get your support out there, guys. Are we going to see some maple syrup boys win? Or are the Hong Kong boys going to take it all the way to the top?
At this point, I don't know. I think I'm still going to continue going for Canada, though.
It is really a battle between Thomas 1195 and Tasha. I'm looking at the remaining players on both sides that are using no mod, and I can see some high accuracies. Do have to keep in mind that this map is actually fairly lengthy. It's close to 5 minutes, 7 stars, and it's 208 BPM, which, you know, is quite manageable with Hidden Hard Rock, but it is a challenge.
Yeah, it does look like Canada's got it, the early lead right now, but how long will that last? Singh holding a very impressive double S at the moment, and Chocola as well, so that really is working. The double S does go away as we get into this crazy first stream section. Singh still holding his double S like a boss, but that Hidden Hard Rock combination on Tasha's side with the higher accuracy is helping, but Thomas and Tasha are pretty close.
Chocola and Fudgy finding some misses, Tasha finding miss. Oh, with Sing 216 on the Hong Kong side, the SS dream is still real. Thomas and Chocola finding some misses, Tasha finding some misses, and the lead's going to pop over back to Canada's favour. Goodness, that went from very close, and there's a very sizable score gap right now. Those streams just annihilated Chocola.
Yeah.
Still, Janitor and Fudgy on the Canadian side pulled off that section quite well. Janitor still holding a 99%.
Yeah, we're about to get into the next speed up section, and this is where the tides could possibly change if Canada can't maintain. Hong Kong might be able to come back. The score gap is pretty large, like you said, Jai, but there is a potential if we see crazy note lock in this last quarter of this song on Canada's side. Hong Kong might be able to take this first point.
But it's not just that. Chocola's HP is extremely low for the point in map we are. We've only got about a quarter left, and it's going to be extremely difficult for him to actually pass. He's going to have to get that HP up and pull out a crazy play on the remainder of this map. Thomas finding a lot of 100s and some misses on that. It's not going to be good for Hong Kong. Janitor, the whole Canadian side, finding misses just before the PI. Canada's got a little over 100,000 point lead. If they can hold on strong, they're going to take their first point on their own pick. Oh, those monocolored dons just annihilating all players. Thomas finding some more misses. The score gap is still about the same as it was 30 seconds ago. Goodness, Thomas is finding misses, Singh is finding misses. This is not what Hong Kong wants right now.
Yeah, and it is looking like that's exactly what Canada wants right now, though. As we get to the final part of that, we do see Tasha and Tom break at the very end, but not going to make a bit of difference as Canada is going to be able to secure that first point, bringing this 1-0 in favor of Canada.
Yeah, Thomas 1195 and Chocola, they just managed to get their HP up enough to pass the map, but that alone is just passing is not enough against Canada.
Very true.
Though, of course, that was Canada's pick. So winning on their own pick is fair enough. We'll have to see how Hong Kong retaliates. And it looks like it's going to be that unusual map that I don't know how to pronounce. Shupujinrai. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Super Jinrai, I think, is a fair enough pick from Hong Kong. We're likely going to see Thomas switch out for Magnemizer. And of course. Now, we actually did get to see Hong Kong play on this map against the USA, and Sing216 managed to pull off an amazing 5-100 full combo. So that could be Hong Kong's strategy right now.
Yeah,
Just
I
a
don't know how
random
to
quick
pronounce that
fact.
either.
Yeah, just a random quick fact if you guys are interested. Canada's average accuracy so far is 93.71. Hong Kong's is 94.19. However, Canada did play both of the hard rocks and 2 free mods, whereas Hong Kong's were mostly no mods hidden.
I know that Hong Kong actually does have the ability to take a point off Canada on here, but we'll have to see how well Canada actually does. I'm not so sure if Canada did play this in their match against Germany. Alright, so will Hong Kong equalize to 1-1 on their own pick, or will Canada break and have a nice early 2-0 lead? Let's find out.
Kinda hoping for the 1-1 here. Just so we know that the 6-0 cannot happen.
Oh, I have seen Hong Kong play this map, and I have seen their capabilities, and I'm very confident that they can take a point here.
Well, let's have a look actually. Last time they got 98, 99.75, and 96.76 missing on this.
I'm guessing that is Chocola, Sing, and Magnemizer, respectfully.
I don't remember actually. I would have done the numbers. There's not much room to also have the names as well.
Well, those 2 double S's versus the one on Canada's side is giving Hong Kong the early lead, but we'll have to see how players go. Tash and Janitor finding misses in the 1-6 Don section. We still have some very interesting streams to come up.
Yeah, it's about to get ridiculous. And as you can see here, Canada actually struggling with this one. This might actually be the end of the sweep in, as Hong Kong's really managing these streams very well. Chocolate holding a very impressive combo right now. Same with Magnemizer, both hitting over the 700 mark with relative ease. Sing did manage to drop there, but that just skyrocketed their score way higher than they need. Talk about a safety cushion.
Yeah, like I said, Hong Kong is very strong, as we've seen on this pick. And as you can see, Chocolate still holding full combo with 99.5%? My goodness. And it's not a very long map too. The map is like just about over. And it's going to be extremely difficult for Canada to retaliate from that. Looks like it's going to be a very, very decisive point. 200,000 points in favor of Hong Kong. And it's going to be 1-1 now. We have got ourselves a match. Magnemizer actually pulling off the full combo.
Very impressive full combo from Magnemizer. 98.80% as well. Taking one of the highest accuracies, if not the highest. Yeah, that is actually the highest of the whole kit and caboodle. So good job, Magnemizer.
I feel like that was a higher average than last time as well.
I think it might have been dragged down. Fudgy King's accuracy is not looking too hot. 37 misses is a lot of misses compared to the rest of the players.
I'm just about Hong Kong in general.
Well, Hong Kong is a very strong team. They have some very accurate players. Sing216 is, in my opinion, the most accurate non-Japanese player. So it looks like Tasha is going to be subbed out for Vlad Yushka on the Canadian side. We'll have to see how Canada retaliates with that. Could possibly be a Hard Rock pick since Freedom Dive was banned by Hong Kong.
Okay.
Yeah, it does look
so,
like Manners is going to come back in. Or, however you say the name now.
Jai,
so yes.
I did a quick check on the first time Hong Kong played. This is the second time. So the first time they had an average accuracy of 98.37.
It went
That
up,
was
didn't it?
the recent play was 98.57.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a big increase there, actually, I think.
Yeah, they must have been very confident against USA, and they figured, well, if this is a good pick, let's just get it out there and let's just get our points. And it shows. So Yuno has subbed in, which gives me the impression that we might see the remaining Hard Rock pick, which I believe is Marinochi Survivor.
Oh yeah, so the people did actually get what the bans were. Hong Kong banned out Freedom Dive and Canada banned out the Boiler. So one Hard Rock and one Hidden gone.
And there we go, it is actually going to be Marinochi Survivor.
Did Canada pick this? Yeah, okay, this is their
I
first pick
believe they
again.
did.
Yeah. Like, I knew they played it, but I could not remember if they actually picked it or not.
Yeah, against Germany, I see Germany as a team with a lot more HD players, so picking Hard Rock is unlikely, especially how the team performed on Freedom Dive, for example. So as we can see, Canada is a fairly strong Hard Rock team. Now, this map is very interesting. It's actually not that it's 200 BPM, which with Hard Rock is quite manageable, and it's not even 6 stars, so it's actually on the lower end, but it is a reading challenge. The SV is just not kind.
I'll tell you what is kind, though. How kind it is that these players are actually going back and forth, and we might actually see a potential tiebreaker.
1-1 and calling tiebreakers already. We can be optimistic.
I'm being super optimistic, man. This is so much better than any other match all weekend. I'm calling that now. I don't care how impressive of the plays Japan did. I don't care how clean of a sweep that Hong Kong might have got. Doesn't matter. The U.S. might have got destroyed. I don't care. All I'm worried about is that tiebreaker. What?
You know what's impressive? The Taiko World Cup support banners that you can get on your store to share your support to your fans.
That plug. Oh man.
Every chance I get.
See, I will still support Indonesia till the end. Ooh, Chocolate finding some very early misses, and it's going to head the lead over to Canada for now. Janitor's still holding SS. We'll have to see who misses when the SV increases. I think it should be also very important to note that this has a base HP drain of 9. So whilst it may not be extremely difficult in star rating, if you miss, your HP will plummet.
Isn't that a lot of the maps in this pool though?
Oh, I feel like there are some maps that are not as severe. But HP 9 is pretty savage.
HP 9 and Taiko Savage in general, even if the map's not really that hard.
I mean, I think HP 9 plus in general is hard across all the game modes.
It also depends on how many maps are in the node. How many nodes are in the map. Goodness me.
Yeah, I don't know if we even have a stat for all the notes in a map pool.
Oh, there's a quick question. Is it 9 with or without Hard Rock?
without its base.
Okay, yeah. I think with the hard rock that goes to 10.3, I think? That's right.
The scores are actually really close. Hong Kong's only about 40,000 points behind, but as we can start to see, players are missing on this high SV section.
Yeah, Blood Pushko, Thomas finding misses as well. Accuracy
Janitor
tanking a
is
little bit.
Janitor doesn't care. Janitor's gonna carry Canada to a point.
You are correct, and that's going to be the second point for Canada, bringing this match 2-1 in favor of Canada. Will Hong Kong be able to rebuttal? And is this actually going to go down exactly as... Because like I said, Magnomizer and Tasha talked to us a little bit beforehand, and they were saying this is probably the only match that's going to go down to tiebreaker. So I am optimistic. I am holding high hopes. And everyone else should hold them to extremely high standards too. Let's pour the pressure on, guys. We've got this. We want a tiebreaker, and we want it now. When do we want it? I swear.
Next weekend.
Yesterday. You're gonna see it next weekend.
Yeah, but I want to see it in a match situation next weekend. I mean, it's not going to happen, but I want to see it.
Well, it looks like Hong Kong's not wasting any time, going straight into the no-mod pick, Kawatori. And in my opinion, I feel like out of the no-mods, you have Fken, Kawatori, and Shippu Jinrai. They all have a sort of somewhat similar skill set. So seeing as how Hong Kong took their point on Shippu Jinrai quite nicely, Kawatori is a fair enough pick. So, have we seen Canada perform on this, is my question.
Yes, 99.25, 93.2, 95.69%.
Yes, I had a feeling.
Which is not good for them.
I feel like Hong Kong...
Very not good for them.
I feel like Hong Kong is superior to Canada in this specific pick.
97.89, 97.11, 95.26%.
I'd say it's a very, very good pick for
Yeah,
Hong
so
Kong.
just looking at those two accuracies, I would say Hong Kong has this one. Like Hong Kong's got to be like a good 3-4% accuracy higher than Canada on this on average.
Now the thing about this map is it has a lot of really dense 1/6, and the 1/6 are mapped with extremely unusual timing. So even though the map is, you know, only like OD5, it's actually pretty low. Note locks, you can see them. It's also one of the relatively slower maps. It's only 160 BPM, so that also makes it a reading challenge.
It is kind of like the double-edged sword with lower ODs. Like, it makes it easier to hit notes, but then when you note lock, you're in trouble.
Yeah, Tash is finding several early misses. And the accuracy is actually fairly low from Tash, and that's what's given Hong Kong the lead right now. But we'll have to see how both teams go in the really dense 1/6 section. That's where all the misses are going to happen. It's always good to take the early lead. And here we go, the really dense things. Chocola's finding misses. Sing's finding misses. Vlad and Fudgy. The whole Canadian team has missed. Thomas is still holding.
Ooh.
And not holding. And this is just disgusting to watch now. Look at that, the whole Canadian team is just missing. Thomas is missing. Chocolate and Sing are doing alright. Their accuracies are keeping up quite well.
They really have, like, each other on odd ends. Like, it seems like the maps that they're picking, they're clearly better at, and then we're not seeing too close of a match here. As you said, Canada's just tanking this one pretty hard.
Yeah, if you look at the accuracies between Hong Kong and Canada, you know, the skill set is clear. You've got some 97s, 2 of them sitting on Hong Kong's side, and over on Canada, Tash is actually below 90%. Vlad's on 94. Fudgy's sort of close to 94. And the skill required for this map, the specific skills that are needed, are just so one-sided in Hong Kong's favor. Look at that lead that they took. Tasha actually failed the map.
Yeah, it does
Goodness
look to be
me.
that. That does look to be the case. But that is going to make this 2-all. Like, now people are probably wondering, oh, hey, maybe Z-Trot wasn't BSing when he said this thing's going to go to tiebreaker. I'm really hoping I wasn't full of crap, because that would be awesome.
Even with Tasha's score counted, Hong Kong had a massive lead of about 350,000 points. It's an excellent pick by them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Tasha passing there would have changed anything.
And that's also just a reminder about how savage this map pool is when you've got players in the top 100 failing. Hey, deadbeat.
Oh,
So, Canada's choice, and they are going to counter with Grease and Malice.
alright, sir. Sweep. I guess I'll probably just move you guys and just drink from it then.
So I believe there is only one map in this entire pool that has not yet been selected.
Yeah, the only one that hasn't been selected is the Universal's double time set.
It's going to be interesting to see who will be playing with mods. I can see any player in this lobby right now has the capability to do it.
Ooh.
I have a feeling that we might see some. Hopefully we see a bit of hidden. I feel like that might happen.
Yeah, I feel like there's quite a few people, like, Janitorial saying they could definitely take on Hard Rock, but hidden is much easier. And
Thomas could probably do the hidden as well along with Tasha maybe.
yeah, it does look like Tasha's taking hidden. Janitorial also will be taking hidden. And Hong Kong only going with one mod score. That is kind of risky. I mean, it's risky on Canada's side as well, but I feel like with Score V2, it's not as risky to take multiple mods, because if your overall accuracy is good, you're still alright.
It's also fair enough from Hong Kong's side. Thomas is quite capable of doing HD, but when you look at Chocolate and Sing, they're more so hard rock players, and well, hard rock just feels like that much more of a challenge on this map.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why we're not seeing anyone take it. I don't really blame them either. I mean, you're at the potential, like, this is the final match that you can go through. This is a battle for third place, and a chance to go to the top. Or is this just a third place bout?
Whoever wins this will be guaranteed top 3, and they will get to face Taiwan
Okay, so this is
later today.
Yeah, so this is a battle for third place, and the ability to go further and beyond. So yeah, the stakes are
Oh my
high.
goodness. Sing finding a horrible note lock there, dropping below 90% accuracy. It's not a very good start for Hong Kong. Canada is sitting quite comfortably on this. Canada with a very comfortable 70,000 point lead for now. I'm actually really surprised by Sync216's accuracy right now. They're normally a very accurate player, and they're sitting actually very low right now. They're going to have to get their accuracy up if they want to give Hong Kong a chance. Getting into some long streams now, going to see which players manage to hold out. Janitor finding some misses. Though it doesn't really look like the score is going to edge any closer towards Hong Kong.
No.
Canada's taking that, they're taking that mod advantage. They're taking those additional points and they're running with it.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of just going to happen there. I mean, Janitorial and Tasha's decision to take double mods, while risky, like I said, Score V2 kind of promotes using mods, in all honesty. If you can act well on the mod, then why not?
You gotta remember with Score V2 that it's not really about whether you can full combo or not. If you can get close to or even breach that 1 million mark, then you should play mods because you are guaranteed to beat out a no mod player. And as you can see, the scores are they're starting to approach a 100,000 point lead for Canada, and there's not that much of the map left. As we can see, Janitor and Tasha both reaching 1 million points fairly comfortably, and that's going to give Canada their 3rd point.
Yeah, that's going to bring that 3-2 in favor of Canada. Very impressive play from Tasha getting that full FC, but Chocola on Hong Kong's side just getting a double S, and like that is absolutely crazy with Score V2. Accuracy super high, but you know the mods are going to outbeat it every time.
And once again, Score V2 strikes and the player is stripped of their perfect 1 million points.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But now, as we get further on, we're going to continue to see, I'm calling it, man, tiebreaker. It's going to happen. Like, I wish Penn was here right now to enjoy this tiebreaker with us.
So it looks like, to retaliate, Hong Kong is going to keep up their trend of picking the no mods, and they're going to go with Pacific Girls. Oh boy, this map. It is just streams and streams and streams.
This might be... I don't know why they're pulling this out right now, though. I feel like this might be Hong Kong's special weapon, and I'm not 100% sure why they're using it right this second. I could be wrong, though.
Well, neither of these two teams have played this weekend. The only ones to play it were Japan and Taiwan.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful part about it. So, Canada hasn't seen Hong Kong play this, and Hong Kong hasn't seen Canada play this, but Hong Kong must be pretty confident in their ability on this one to lock it in.
There are some monos on this, so I feel that DDKK players like Tasha might struggle on them if they don't do a sort of hand switch. But this isn't just a stamina challenge, it's also just a reading challenge. If you get tired eyes and you miss, and with the HP drain on this, which is insanely high for the amount of notes that are in this map, you know, one miss could turn into 10 misses, and that turns into a quarter of your HP gone already. It is not kind. Though it's all right considering that the OD is 7.4, so it's a bit on the harder side to find note locks for that to happen, but it's still there and it can still happen.
This is one of the easier maps in the pool, correct?
Well, if
or is
you
that
can
relatively speaking?
if you could... Well, I would say in terms of technicality, it's not extremely technical. There is a little bit of offhand in this, but it's not extremely difficult offhand. It's just a matter of stamina and reading. Like I said, if you get tired eyes and you miss, that turns into more misses. And with a HP drain rate of 7.8 for a map with this many notes, missing more than 10 notes in a row is catastrophic.
Yeah, that is not the type of combo breaker you want.
Like as we saw between Taiwan and Japan, you know, Sabatsu and Ishida, I believe it was, were actually very close at one point to not being able to make it back.
Oh man, this is intense. Everybody's holding pretty strong right now at this moment.
Yeah, like I said, it's not very complex in terms of the patterns required.
Yeah, but you can see like 700 notes in, and that doesn't give you any type of health, really.
Yeah, it's when we start getting to the 1/6 plets that are in the middle of the streams, and then you'll start finding that the streams end up becoming offhand.
Yeah, and that might actually cause some problems for Tasha, won't it?
Actually, for Tasha, I would imagine with a DDKK playstyle that would be the least of his worries. More of his worries would be right now that we are seeing 4 and more of the same color in a row, and with such a stamina-intensive map, And there are also some 1/6 monos in this. Oh, Sing is finding misses. The lead is still holding relatively well in favor of Hong Kong. Canada has no full combos left, but Thomas 1195 and Chocolate are holding very strong to the Hong Kong side. We'll have to see if anyone finds a bunch of misses on the 1/6. Oh goodness, the whole Canadian side misses. Chocolate is still holding that full combo. But Sing's HP right now is extremely scary. We're halfway through the map and they have only a sliver of health. They're really going to have to get that up. So whilst Hong Kong does actually have quite a nice lead right now, Sing needs to get that HP up. We'll have to see how much HP players lose on those monocolor 1/6. They're fairly long 1/6, and with the HP drain it is not nice. Chocolate though, breaching 2.2k combo, still holding. These bursts, oh my goodness. Sing held through the bursts, and it's quite possible that Sing can actually get enough HP to come back. If Sing can pass, it looks like Hong Kong has got this.
Yeah, but if for whatever reason Sing takes more damage, then this might go over to Canada, just due to the fact that one of the people doesn't win. But this is kind of a recovery section right here before we get into the last quarter of the song. So they should be alright, I think, unless things just get really crazy.
Oh, we've got another really long string with 1/6 in it. And Sing does not want to find misses here. Tasha and Janitor are just breaching the pass mark now. They don't want to find misses either. And Chocolate's still going at 2500 combo, of course. And finally dropping on the mono cats, which is fair enough. Alright, here we go, this section here. Players do not want to miss here.
It looks like Sing's regained his composure. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Tasha finding misses, Sing finding misses, but it's not enough. Tasha looks like he's just below pass mark right now. The calm ending, if he can hold on for now, he will make it. But it looks like Singh has gotten past the pass range. If Singh can just hold on...
Nobody sneezed.
Yeah, nobody sneezed, guys. And Singh holds on for the rest. It looks like all players are going to manage to pass this map. There is really maybe only one section where players might miss, but it is almost certainly not going to be enough to cause a fail. It looks like Hong Kong is going to take this. And it is 3-3 right now.
Oh god, the tiebreaker dream is so real.
The teams are winning on their own picks. We've not seen any breaks this entire match. But now is the part where it gets really interesting. When you look at how many maps have already been selected, plus the maps that have been banned, there are not that many options left. Looking at the maps that we have remaining, we still have 3 no mods. We have both, actually Boiler has been banned out, so we still have Calculator, which I feel is a really dangerous pick for both teams. Hard Rock is gone. There's only 1 free mod left, and we've got
like
DT left.
Pon.
Of course, the remaining free mod pick. That's a fair enough choice. Trying to get those points while they can. Don't wanna pick the really hard things and take a risk. If there is a map that you can pick, you should pick it, and just hope that your opponent runs out of maps first and starts picking the sort of the territory that no one wants to venture into.
And then you hope you survive.
But with Pom Pom being selected, that is the hard rock and free mod categories gone completely now. Though looking at the remaining maps, looking at the DT picks in particular, Universal is that map where I feel that all players can do well, but when I look at II, I feel that Hong Kong will really strive on that. As for the HD, we've seen that Canada actually banned out Boiler, so I don't think Canada is actually looking too confident for a calculator pick. As for that, we've got 3 remaining no mods, one which is absolutely savage, and I'm actually starting to lean towards Hong Kong with the remaining maps that are left. But we'll have to see how both teams manage to pull this off. Will Canada go for the mod advantage over Hong Kong again, or will there be an equalization? This is a very technical map.
Yeah, this ought to be pretty interesting. I do remember hearing Magnemizer say something about hoping that this got picked. I could be wrong, but I feel like this one might not go exactly how we think it's going to.
We did actually get to see Canada play this against Germany, if I'm not mistaken, and I remember Janitor's performance was very exceptional. Oh my goodness, what is Hong Kong doing? We've got 3 players using Hard Rock. And it looks like Hong Kong is actually going with the mod advantage. That's going to be a bit scary for Canada since this is their pick. Team Hong Kong is holding very strong for now. All players are on double S, but that is going to change with this monstrosity.
Ooh, it's back and forth right now. That is not what I was expecting, but it does look like Hong Kong was able to pull ahead just a little bit.
It's got to be that mod advantage for sure.
Yeah, they went full hard rock with it. That's a very power play on their end. I don't know if Canada was expecting that.
Looking at Singh's accuracy, though, Singh's accuracy is really doing a number for Hong Kong. It's really pulling them ahead. And this map is not very long. We've only got about a quarter of it left. We're gonna have some streams. This does not look like it's going to be a very good pick for Canada. I do not think they were expecting Hong Kong to pull off a triple hard rock play like this. Singh is finding some misses, but it doesn't look like the score gap is going to reduce. It looks like we're going to have our first break point of the match. Hong Kong is going to take a point on Canada's own pick.
Yeah,
and that's going to put them...
Go ahead.
That's going to put them in a really good spot now, since it's their it is their turn to choose, and they have quite a selection of maps left. They've got AQ Children Reincarnation, they've got II, they've got some good maps remaining in the pool for them, and it's going to be dangerous for Canada right now.
They're going straight for AQC.
Oh, that is an excellent pick from Hong Kong. An excellent pick. As we've seen.
Go ahead.
As we've seen, this map is extremely difficult. It's some 8.7 stars. It is ridiculously fast, and to be honest, there are not many players that can actually pass this.
Yeah.
And to see that both Chocolat and Magnemizer on the Hong Kong side actually managed to pass this map against the USA is going to be very scary for Canada.
Not to mention, man, I mean, I feel like this is Hong Kong's turning point. They're going to try to, like, close this really quick. And I feel like that's probably the way to do it. I know that they said they wanted to go to tiebreaker, but now they've broke point. They've got their own point. Canada seems a little bit jostled by the pick, too. They're like, this is the real pick. And they're like, oh, no. This could be a potential second point in succession for Hong Kong, and that's exactly what they need right now if they're trying to take this victory.
Yeah, Hong Kong just saw just a simple single map selection error on Canada's part, and look at this. And it's quite advantageous for Hong Kong as well, because Canada played it against Germany, so Hong Kong knew very well how Canada would perform on the map. But since Hong Kong did not play against that specific map against USA, Canada would have had no idea. So Hong Kong really struck a surprise on Canada there. And straight away, without any mercy, they're going straight into AQ Children Reincarnation. And to be honest, looking at the Canadian side, I do not expect more than one pass. One pass if they are lucky. This map is absolutely brutal.
You are absolutely correct. I am just waiting for the delicious fails. I love to watch these professional people fail, because there's no way I can even come close to even getting near this, and to watch them tank as hard as I do on a normal taiko map, it just tickles me.
Yeah, I'm saying right now, half the players will fail. That is almost guaranteed. Yeah, you know, I gotta agree with Tasha there. You can't ever be ready for something like this. This map in particular.
Of course, it's got to have a cute anime girl to, like, crush your spirit and soul and dreams as soon as you realize how hard it is.
This is 260 BPM with an OD of 7, which, you know, is fair enough for that speed, but it has 1/6 in it and a lot of it.
Oh, poor fingers. Press F to pay respects, Twitch chat, for the keyboards that are about to be smashed.
Alright, getting into AQC right now. Canada is really going to have to pull out a clutch win, because looking at the skills of the players and what we've seen from them in previous matches, it looks like this is a very strong pick for Hong Kong.
Ooh, an HP bar is right out of the gate, taking some heavy damage.
And full combos no longer exist. They are all gone.
Full combo, what is that?
They are all gone by a very long shot. If you already look at the accuracies, nobody is sitting above, well, a high accuracy, let's say.
Well, what's
Chocolate's
really
sitting
crazy
quite
about this, though, is if it continues on the way that it's going right now, Canada might actually pull this out. I mean, the score gap is closing pretty fast, but Canada does still have a slight lead there.
Yeah,
And
but when
it's
you
gone.
look, Vlad is dead. John is starting to get some HP,
John
but
is
it
dead.
does not. Yeah, John is dead. I have full confidence that Chocolat can pass this, and I'm pretty confident that Magno might actually be able to pull out a pass on this as they did against USA.
All they have to do is have one survive. That's so clutch. It's like, we're not going to win, guys, but we're going to win with style. We're going to pray, basically. Like, Hong Kong, if Magnemizer can pull back up, they might be able to take a victory out of this, because Tasha and Fudgy are starting to slowly recover health. Vlad's still pretty dead. John's still pretty dead. Magnemizer takes a hit. Chocolate takes a hit as well.
If we assume that John and Vlad are incapable of passing, but everyone else passes, it actually looks like the lead will could quite possibly jump over to Team Canada. John has that higher score, and losing that would be more detrimental to the Hong Kong side than if Vlad was to lose his.
Very true. But if you look, Chocolate has a very high score.
Fudgy taking a massive hit to the HP, going below the pass range. That is not going to be good for Canada, as Magnemizer and Chocolate are both over pass range now. Tasha's over pass range. Fudgy taking that hit is not good at all
Tasha
for
just
Canada.
takes a massive blow to the
my
HP bar.
goodness. Yeah, those mono cats are not going to be good for Tasha's playstyle. Here we go, 260 BPM streams. We're going to see some misses. Though I'm surprised we are not seeing as many misses as I would expect. But if we get some more 1/6 in this map, we will definitely see some drops. Vlad is definitely dead. John actually has quite an amount of HP right now, which is going to be very scary for Canada. Looks like Fudgy's getting their composure back. They're getting their HP back up to pass range.
And it's gone.
And it's gone, yeah.
Dude, very impressive that Chocolate and Magnemizer are both pulling well over that well over that fail line into pass land where they're at.
John is actually past pass mark right now. This is not a good position at all. John is going to pass, Vlad is going to fail. And Tasha actually might not pass this either.
Tasha was the only one that passed it.
Oh my...
Just barely. Oh, so just barely.
But
there
yeah,
might have
like
actually
that.
been another pass on that, but I'm not sure. My client kind of told me everybody died, but
I'm actually very blown away to see that there was only one fail in that map. Tasha, to me, it looks like he only just made it. But even with that, yeah, even like Tasha said, 2 passes and you still can't win. The whole Hong Kong side managed to pull it off. And just looking at... Kudos to Chocolat, 96.81%, even though that doesn't seem that high, is absolutely ridiculous. It's a good 4% higher than any other player that is in the match right now. And that is going to bring Hong Kong 5-3 to a potential match point. And without wasting any time, Canada's going straight into dopamine. I feel like Canada does not have many picks left, so dopamine is a viable option. Looking at the remaining picks, there is HD Calculator. Nobody wants to touch that map. There are the 2 DT maps, and they are both not very good for Canada. Then you have maps like FChem, which is sort of questionable, but picking a map like Dopamine is also a bit of a risky pick. It looks like a pick where they're hoping that Hong Kong can not manage so well.
yeah, I mean, Canada definitely has to step it up a little bit here. If they don't manage to... Here, this is potential match point. Hong Kong might be able to knock them out.
But it's really not looking good for Canada right now. Even though it was 3-all only moments ago, it is really not looking good. If they take this point and they bring it to 5-4, Hong Kong is almost certainly just going to shred Canada on a DT pick like II. It is almost certain. So Canada's in a really, really tight spot. They don't just have to manage through this hard map. They have to manage through a hard map that Hong Kong picks and is good at. Right, getting into this. If you want Hong Kong to take the win straight off and make it into the top 3 and advance to versus Taiwan later today, you're going to have to show your energy for Hong Kong. But if you want Canada to take it back, break what I'm saying and bring it to 5-4 and stay in this match for a potential tiebreaker, you're going to have to show your energy for Canada right now. They really need it.
Maple syrup, maple syrup. Come on, boys.
And when the SVs start and we start seeing drops, we will really see how prepared these teams are.
Things are looking pretty good for Hong Kong right now, but Canada is right on their coattails, not giving them a whole lot of room to breathe. Fudgy King will find a drop, and that's not going to be good for him. But if they can manage to keep things going pretty well... Ooh, actually, Fudgy King taking another... I'm just going to shut up now.
No, it's a slow SV. We have to see how people do on the slow SV. This is really dense and really tricky to read. Already we're seeing this from Sting. It looks like most players are actually doing very well on this. Sting is finding... Janet is finding... Oh, Fudgy is finding misses. The score gap is actually really close, and those misses from the Hong Kong side is going to give Canada the lead right now.
Yes, it did roll back. You are correct.
But it's only going to get more denser, and the SV is only going to get lower. We've seen misses from all players right now, and Canada's actually going to pull out of that with a 50,000 point lead.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness, it's so dense right now. And like that, Canada actually pulled off better than Hong Kong, gaining some score advantage over Hong Kong in that one section. Janitori is actually holding a really impressive accuracy, close to 96. Tasha's holding a 95 as well. And if this keeps up, the rest of the map is not got slowed since SV. And it actually looks like Canada's going to take the point back and bring it 5-4.
Oh god. Oh
They're
god,
still in it.
tiebreaker.
Still in it, but now comes the most dangerous part, and that's winning against Hong Kong on a pick that Hong Kong is good at. I can almost certainly say that we're going to see a DT pick.
Oof.
And
Oh,
that
the
is
dream.
not going to be good. With players like Magnemizer and Chocola on the Hong Kong side, it's going to be a very dangerous zone for Canada.
Dude, regardless if this doesn't go to tiebreaker or not, I still want it to go to tiebreaker.
Here we go.
Oh god.
Universal Electrical has been selected. DT map. This is going to be the last selection for this match. This is the last pick. Either Canada can break on Hong Kong, or we're going to see a 6-4.
Oh, dude. I kind of want to see the tiebreaker just because this thing went out. This is like the most exciting match we've had all day.
Like Canada's got their main lineup, their best players, Tasha, Fudgy, and Janitor. And Hong Kong's pulling in Magno, John, and Singh. Quite surprised to actually not see Chocolat in the lobby.
Oh, this is intense. It looks like they need a moment. And hopefully we'll find out what that means by the moment.
Yeah, it was almost absolutely certain that Hong Kong would go with DT. It's also nice to see that the Universal Electrical has actually been selected. I believe that's we've now seen every map in this pool, which is always a great thing.
Yep, this is the last unpicked map.
Alright guys, so if you thought the energy and dopamine was extremely necessary, it is even more so right now. Will Hong Kong take their own pick and win 6-4, or will Canada clutch it out and bring it to a tiebreaker? That's actually really funny from Magnemizer. Magnemizer is a very good DT player, but his accuracy is not too crash hot.
Okay, it looks like everybody's ready to go. The timer has been set. This is about to get real, guys. It's going to be short and sweet as it's a double time pick, but hopefully we will see Canada pull another point so we could see tiebreaker. But if not, very impressive plays from Hong Kong. I don't know how this is going to go down. I'm excited.
That's funny how you say it's going to be short and sweet, because without DT, this is over 4 minutes. So even with it, it's still lengthy around 3-minute area.
Oh. Well,
So,
then it's
yeah.
going to be long and grueling. I don't know if my body can take that. It's already really intense. It does look like Canada out of the gate is looking a little bit better, but not by much. And I mean literally not by much.
If Janitor's accuracy right now is insanely high, Singh is keeping quite a good accuracy on the Hong Kong side, and that's gonna keep the scores very close.
Ooh, Tasha tanked a little bit there on those sections, dropping his accuracy super low. I think the double time might be too much. And it does look like it goes back over to Hong Kong. They do have a giant lead going for them right now. That lead will continue to last, but John and Magnemizer both finding a drop. We'll also see a drop from Janitorial. Tasha beginning to pull accuracy back up, was really low around the 90 mark, now into the 93% area. Fudgy King also with the 93%. As you can see, Singh holding a 97, very strong for his team right now, and that is what they need to stay into this. Magnemizer holding a 95% accuracy, and John in the lower part of 92. The lead is still pretty much in their favor, but we are getting past the halfway mark. Things are about to heat up again, and we might see a switch. But with Janitorial dropping there, I'm not sure a switch is actually going to happen. Ooh. Fudgy King taking some more damage there. Tasha pulling back up. Janitorial actually holding about 200 combo at this moment, but the score is still in Hong Kong's favor. It's not looking like they're going to be able to recover from this. Hong Kong might be able to take away this point. There's not much left of the map, roughly about 5% remaining, and the score lead is very large. Canada's giving it their all, but it's not going to be enough. Unless we see a major note lock from somebody, I don't think we're going to see tiebreaker, guys. The tiebreaker gene might be dead as we get to the final parts of this map and everything's slowing down with that last stream. Hong Kong is going to take it 6-4. They managed to go to the third place slot and have a chance to go even further. That is very unfortunate for Canada as they tried their hardest, actually getting a solid A roundabout from everybody there. Tasha with an A, Fudgy King with an A, and Janitorial with an A. Magnemizer and John actually only having B ranks. The main one here, Sing216, actually manages to carry his team to victory with a very impressive 97.85% accuracy, guys. Simply amazing.
It was a
You know what
very
that means,
valiant
Zitro?
attempt from Canada.
What's up?
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
It just means that Canada's A game wasn't strong enough.
Oh, no. No. I
Why?
walked into that one.
Everyone can be so disappointed with me after that.
still, that was a very excellent match. Well played by both teams.
Yeah, it was a very impressive match. And Hong Kong takes that victory, once again announcing that score 6-4 in favor of Hong Kong. The most heated match of the weekend so far. Oh, Deadbeat, so what is the, what are we looking at for our next match?
Hong Kong versus Taiwan, which will be 12 p.m. UTC. So around just under 9 hours, I think.
All right, so we've got some break, guys. That was a very, yes, and not to forget, guys, this is the third place match. Whoever does not move on will take our coveted third place slot. And will it be Hong Kong, or will they manage to go above and beyond and fight the monsters that are Japan? Yeah, the one who loses. That's what I said, Sir Locktab. I'm getting yelled at by Locktab, and I'm pretty sure I said the right thing. I'm sorry. Anyways, that being said, guys, we will be back in roughly 9 hours to not to conclude, but to conclude finals week 1 of the Taiko World Cup 2017. And remember, guys, rhythm's only a click away, and we'll see you real soon.